Okay, hello everybody. So, I have a quite different setup this time around, and yeah, we'll see how it goes and go from there. And let me just make sure that you're in focus. Okay. Sorry if anything is cut off or anything like that. So right here I made this cash stuffing sheet that's laminated to make it easier. That way I'm not showing everything that I spend in a month, because there's some things I want to keep private. So let's get started. So cash envelopes is getting $190, so 50 for gas, 50 for spending, 60 for medications, 15 for eating out, and 15 for miscellaneous. However, this is actually going to be $0. I just got back from Mexico, and the money that I brought to Mexico, I revamped my system a little bit. As you can see, last video I had way more sinking funds and I had way more cash envelopes. I kind of went into it deep. I don't know if there's anything wrong with that, but yeah, I got real excited about it. I went overboard with it. So I took some away. So the money that was left over from those envelopes and the money I had left over from my vacation, that money went towards my cash envelopes. So I had enough for gas, I had enough for spending, so on and so forth. So all I'm stuffing today are my sinking funds, which is $425. So Christmas gets 20, hair gets 10, vacation gets 50, tattoos gets 20, car insurance gets 100, car maintenance gets 25, and snowball gets 200. So since I was in Mexico, I got paid while I was in Mexico. So I went for 2 weeks. So my first week there I got paid. Obviously I couldn't do cash envelopes because I was in a different country. So what I had decided to do was my 425 is now going to be plus 200, which makes it 625. So my total is 625, and my income for this pay was very low. It was $497.30. Yeah, and I know it's not enough to cover my 625, but luckily I planned for that. I left myself a cushion just in case. But I'm making up for my hours this week at work. Today I worked 10 and a half hours, or like last night into this morning I worked 10 and a half hours. Tonight I'm going in early, so I'm working another 10 hours, possibly 12 tomorrow, like 12 going into tomorrow, depending how many people call in sick. Sorry, I just had some cereal. I'm a little burpy. Alright, so that's my breakdown. So I don't have to do that, but Christmas will get a 20, hair will get a 10, vacation will get a 50, tattoos gets a 20, car insurance gets 100, car maintenance gets a 20 and a 5, snowball gets 1, 2, 3, 4 hundreds. So that's 5, 1, 3, 1, and 1. Alright, there we go. So that's that. And then for my own peace of mind, I've been using my Erin Condren notebook, which I just got. But I put tab stickers so that I can do each month. I write it down on here too. I have it written down in multiple places actually. It's just nice to have copies. I have a copy on my phone, so on and so forth. So yeah, so that'll be nice. Alright, so we're done with that, and that's the cover. Alright, so I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm going to pull out my bank envelope. So, as you can tell, I have different envelopes this time. I had a little bit in my budget, so I got myself a laminator. That came with laminating sheets and all that. And I got some craft paper, and I made myself some envelopes. And I actually made this set twice because the first time was my first time making cash envelopes, and I messed up at the hole punching. I hole punched it first before photocopying it, not realizing that the hole wouldn't be lined up properly because the lamination is longer and all that. So I ended up with some wonky looking envelopes. I'm still using them. They're in my other wallet, but I just wanted to show you real quick. So I made this to take to the bank teller. I don't even have to tell her anything, just hand this to her, and she can put in what I need, make sure it adds up properly, and then this wasn't meant to be an envelope actually, but I hole punched it wrong on this side because it had a nice border on this side like it does on this, but I kind of messed that up a little bit, so I cut it off, and I was gonna reseal it, and I was like, well, I'll just leave it. I don't know what I can use it for. Turns out my bank receipts fit perfectly in there, so I can keep my bank receipts in there since I take this to the bank, right? So that's great. So I just have a piece of plastic. So I have my gas envelope, which has 50 in it, which I probably didn't need to fill this envelope this week or this pay because I filled my car up before I went to Mexico. That wasn't in my budget. I didn't have any gas money, but my brother he owed me money for something from Christmas, which happened to be $50. So I had $50 to get myself some gas. Sorry if you hear my cat eating in the background. Spending, I gave myself 60, so 2, 4, 50, 60. Which again, I probably won't use that. Well, I might use it a little bit. I don't have anything specific that I need to buy. I did get my nails done from Mexico, but I haven't decided if I want to keep them on or take them off. Yeah, I can't decide. So either way, I'm gonna have to go to the beauty store to get either acetone to take the nails off, to like soak them off, or get myself new acrylic brushes because I do my own nails. I didn't do them myself this time. I didn't have a brush or anything, so my mom and I just had some girl time and went and got our nails done. So yeah, so spending is for that. This is also incorporated with groceries, so I don't have actual grocery lists every month or every week. This is essentially just for when I want to, I do hot pot at home, so when I want hot pot, the money will come out of here. When I want to make homemade sushi, if I need to buy like avocados or anything like that, that'll come out of the spending envelope. So I felt it was pointless to have spending and groceries just because it's kind of the same thing. That's usually what I spend my money on generally. But yeah, so that's spending. Medications normally gets only 60, but my bills were a little messed up this time, so it's I just put in 70, which is fine. I'll have to get my pills at the end of March, I believe. Or my medications at the end of March, if I added that up properly. Anyways, eating out, I gave myself 30. So I have 30 there, and I have my Tim Hortons gift cards and all that. I only put 30 in this time, which is actually more than what I wanted to budget for, because I don't know. My main thing that I like to do when I eat out is go for sushi, and I don't do that by myself. My possible business partner, she wants to have a business dinner, and I got hooked on sushi, so she wants to have sushi. Okay, and the miscellaneous has 25 in it, so 10, 25, which I might end up just using the miscellaneous money for. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it's nice to have. And then this one's empty because I've decided that this is my envelope that I'm going to use for, yeah, see my marker. This is going to be the envelope I'm going to use for when I need to make a Visa payment at the bank. So instead of putting my money into here, it's just easier to have it here because then I know where it's going. Anything else that I might want to pay will go into here, but I wanted to keep my Visa payment separate since that's my majority of my debt. Alright, so there's that. Now for this. Okay, so let me get this back out. Okay, so this is the other envelope that I had. I actually used this for traveling, which was great because this comes out. So I took out the rings, and this was great. I could stick my passport in the slot. I could put like the back page in. There's a spot to hold my pen. A little thing to hold, like a pocket to hold my stuff. Oh, it was great. I loved it. Alright, so we'll get into the sinking funds after. But let me just move some stuff around here. Actually, that'll have to stay there. Okay, so let me just put this envelope back in my wallet. Okay. So $10 and then $5. Okay. So I'm just gonna take them out. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here's my cash envelopes. So Christmas already has 20, but it's gonna get another 20. That brings it up to 40. So plus 20 is, oops, oh. It's 40. Alright, well, I smudged it, now it's going to be all over my hands, but whatever, that's fine. So that can go right there. Hair is going to get $10. And it already has 10. So plus 10 is 20. Okay, and then vacation. Vacation already has 30, but vacation is gonna get 50. Sorry, that's my cat. So 50, 60, 70, $80 in vacation already. That's awesome. I plan on, so plus 50, so 80, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm planning on going on vacation again, which is going to be to Punta Cana, I think. Okay, so tattoo says 20, which makes it 40. Anyways, so I just got back from Mexico, and I didn't like the flight. I don't like planes, turns out. So that kind of sucks. But, you know, things happen. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Well, $100 into car insurance. And I went with my family. So, and they usually go to Punta Cana every year. But the friends that they're going with, or the friends that they vacation with, so car maintenance gets 25. They couldn't afford to go to Punta Cana this year. It was out of their budget. So that kind of sucked. But you know, things happen. So we all decided that we wanted to do Mexico. Okay. Hate when that happens, when you're trying to put these back where they belong and they won't go. Hate that. Okay, so I accidentally took my little divider out. Okay, so okay, there we go. Alright, so done with that. So now let's go back over here. Oh wait, no. Sorry. Right here. Right here. Okay, so this is my snowball. So my snowball currently has 365, I believe. So 100, 50, 2, 53, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65. Yeah, so 365. 365, just like that. And I am putting in 1, 2, 3, 400, which brings it up to 765, which is amazing. But my debt is mostly credit cards. Like I said, my one limit's only $500, but I kind of went over. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take probably $565 out of here and put it into my Visa payment envelope, and when I go to the bank, I'll make that payment. I'll probably end up going to the bank tomorrow when I'm done work, or something, and yeah, pay that bill off, and then I'll start resaving again. So 550, 65. So if I do that, then that leaves this at 100, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200. So that leaves my sinking fund still at 200, which is lovely. So actually on here, I'm just going to do so 02 27 minus 565, and then 02 27. So the balance is, what did I say? I lost count. Okay, so 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. Oh, exactly 200. Okay. So 200. There. Whatever. I wrote that twice. I don't know why I did it that way. Anyways, doesn't matter. So that'll get put into there. This, I'm actually planning on selling something, so the money that I get from that will go into this as well. So it'll be back up in no problem, no time. So yeah, so let's just make sure that I have the right amount. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 65. Like I said, normally my my Visa's 500, but it went over its limit, so I owe a little extra, which is fine. I knew that was going to happen. Am I scared having this much money on me? Yeah. So what I might actually do is I might take this out and put it in there. And when I'm ready to go to the bank, I'll just grab it and stick it in here and pay my bill. Alright, well, that seems to be everything. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back in another 2 weeks to make another one. Hopefully, my pay is a little more than, less than $500, although it's more than I thought it was going to be. I'm getting paid for my last week of vacation and for this week. And this week I've been putting in extra hours, so that's great. So yeah. So have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.